Hello, my friend. It is World Peace Day. Quilt piecing. It's the World Quilting Day. I'm Pat Sloan and I have on my quilting t-shirt, so I'm all ready to sew today. We are doing the pattern from Fat Quarter Shop called World Peace. I think that's so cool. I just love that name. It's a small project, so it'll go up together pretty quickly, and then you can quilt it really quickly because it's not that big. I'm going to add a little border on the outside of mine of probably some squares, and then maybe another tiny border of the background, and then quilt it and use it for a table topper on my dining room table. And then I'm going to put those the flower quilt that had the purple and teal up on the wall in there in the dining room. So that's my plan. Let me show you what I got going before I taped this video. I have in my rolling cart some of the pieces. I think if I put it over here on this side, you can see them. Let me swing it around. Yeah, so I've got a few of the things ready. I got those made up, and let me show you the plan I have done here. Oh, first, I went hunting in my bin of solids, and I found this like a periwinkle, I guess. I actually have my powder room down here on the first floor painted this color a little bit deeper. So it's kind of a purpley blue, and I think it turns out wonderful. There is one of the half square triangles made up. Here's one of those. Here it is against the green, because remember I was hoping to use the green from the Easter egg line. So let me show you what I have figured out, because I wanted to be organized so I could do as much sewing as possible today on World Quilt Day. So these are the pieces. I'm working with a layer cake plus this yardage. So these are the pieces left from what I've already cut here. And these are this had a piece cut out for the bonus project I'm doing from Let It Grow, the home is, so that was butterfly wings. Out of this I will be cutting a few additional pieces, which will be used in the middle, because the middle will have fabric from all of these. There's 8 different fabrics, so the middle will have fabrics from all 8. These 4 fabrics, there I've got the one with the pink carrots, oh my gosh, so cute, and then the pink stripe. That will be these pinwheels. So those pinwheels will be from these 4 fabrics. These 4 fabrics are these larger pinwheels, the extended pinwheels. And then I have the white with the bunny faces. You see the bunny face? Yeah, so the white with the bunny face are the 4 corners. So I just kept the white like they did. And now this is planned. So I can get these cut out, and then I just have a little bit more of the background to do for the rectangles that are in these larger double pinwheel blocks. And I'm ready to go. So I've already got part of it sewn. I'm pretty excited about that. So I hope you're sewing World Peace today, and if you're not, maybe you're sewing something else, or shopping maybe for Quilt Day. That would be good. Order yourself something good. Maybe I'll do that too. Maybe I'll order something good today. All right, I have a few photos. First I must discuss the fact that, okay, for the applique, that's just the center part block that we came out for Home Is on Wednesday. I did say that if you are highly allergic to applique and have a doctor's note to prove it, that you could do the alternate block. So I must say that some of you have reverted back to your shenanigans from high school and been forging those doctor notes. So I would like to have a little discussion with you in the principal's office on that. Oh my goodness, you guys crack me up. What is it? Just try it. It's easy. But I want to show you a few of the blocks that showed up in the community, and you can also click on the media tab to see all the different photos, all the quilts that have been shared. So let me pop the photos up here. First I have Danielle's, and I want you to look at how she used the fabric for the butterfly wing. It's like a landscape. It is so cool. Janet let's see, she did some fussy cutting for each of the tulips, and then look at the little bugs she added. Now she did confess that bugs give her the willies, but apparently not on fabric. Betty's used a teal, this sort of dark teal background, which I think just made everything pop. It's so cool. I love Wendy's with all the yellow, the cheerful yellow fabrics. My first favorite color was yellow as a kid. I wanted my bedroom painted yellow. It never did happen, but I wanted it. Let's see, and Beth, look, oh, she chose a lot of very large prints for her. So take a look. I like how that looks. I love doing that myself. I do it a lot. Use, look at the color of the fabric. You don't have to look at the image so much. And then Susan's, she found, I don't think this is a real hanky. I think it's a printed panel. I'm not positive, but it looks like a hanky. And then she put the applique on top of that. That is spectacular. It is so cool. There are a ton more. People who traded out dragonflies. Somebody turned their tulips on the corner, almost like you're holding a bouquet of them. Just spectacular. So you can go, link is below, and the description box to visit the media page where you can see lots more photos. All right, so we got a lot of good input. The Royal We, got a lot of royal input, good input for batting. How you're using your batting scraps. Some of you gave some, I think it was Linda, gave me a bunch of pictures about, she's super organized with hers, so she showed me some photos. I'll be sharing that maybe before the end of the month. I have to see when that fits in, but I will do a post just through with all the suggestions and the photos. So it'll be, and then I'll do an article, so you'll be able to go back to the website to find the batting suggestions. Some really good ones. One I do that I hadn't said originally was using the Swiffer, to clean the floor. I just use batting pieces, small batting pieces on the bottom of that now. I don't buy the stuff because you're basically just picking up the lint and things, and so I use batting scraps, so it works out pretty good. I found, because I'm now in Easter mode, I found this free cross stitch over at the Fat Quarter Shop, so I'll post a picture here. It's a little bunny in a truck. I don't know what its name is, but it's so cute. You can go download it. I don't think I'll get it made for Easter, but I just think it's so cute. I'll have to print it off and put it in my pile. So I have a Q&A here that came from Darla, and I thought this was an interesting one because the question really is very specific to your workflow. So I can't just, so what I do may not really pertain to what you do for your workflow. But her question is it a good idea to keep common tools in several workstations? So this is a thought process you have to have with your workflow. Like for me, and for most of us, we have a sewing machine, place where we sit at our sewing machine and sew, and you have certain tools for that. And then you have a cutting area. So your area where you're going to cut your fabric, right? Then your ironing board is probably fairly close. Well, certain tools like scissors, you're going to use probably at your sewing machine, at your cutting table. You may need scissors wherever your ironing board is. If your ironing board is further away than your other two workstations where you can't easily just go and get them, then you might want a third set of tools specific to what you do for ironing. So what I have is I have tools for when I'm sewing, which are scissors and pins and wonder clips and stuff like that. And then on the back side of my table, the B side of my table, I have tools on both ends. So I have tools on both ends of that table because my ironing board is on the one end. So that end, the tools, and I'm also right-handed. So that set of tools is like the ruler I use the most, my rotary cutter, scissors, which can also then be used at the ironing board. And on this side, I have like little trash bins. I have trash bins on both ends of my table, so I can toss them in there. And then I have a rolling assistant down underneath that corner, which has a lot more rulers, rotary cutters, more scissors, those kind of things. So the rulers are, I don't leave them on the tabletop, so they're on the floor or down in the koala here, or more of them in this pull out. But you have to think about that for your workspace. Most of us are going to need at least 2 pair of scissors, because you certainly don't want to be walking around looking for more scissors somewhere. I would say most of us have more than 2 pair of scissors, but so I don't know if that helps, Darla. You know, look at how you use your space, look at what tools you need at each spot where you are, and can you easily reach them from somewhere else. A lot of us will then have another set of tools for when we take things with us, whether it's handwork, a set of handwork tools with pins and needle threaders and you know, small scissors, or there might be a full set of cutting, mats, all of that, that if you go sew with friends a lot, or you travel and you sew while you're on travel. So that would be a separate set, because you don't want to unpack that when you come home, and then every time you leave you have to go find everything. It's a lot, you know, and then you miss taking stuff. That's the biggest problem. You get somewhere and you've not brought your foot pedal for your sewing machine or something crazy like that. So you need 2 sewing machines, by the way. You do. You need a small one to take with you on travel. There you go. I'll link you below to that. You can go get one of those really nice Jubilants that I have back here. It's awesome for travel. Only 14 pounds. There you go. Okay, it's quilt day, by the way. So buy yourself a sewing machine. Go buy yourself some fabric. Go sew World Peace. Where is it? And over in my Facebook community, I will post some posts in there today. I also have, it's spring, it's first day of spring, I forgot to say that, and it's my dad's birthday, so wave happy birthday to my dad. I'll be going over to see him for a little bit, short visit, and drop off a present this evening, early evening. And then I'll share pictures tonight too of how far I get on World Peace. All right, my friend, I love you. Mwah. See you online.